Hello, Law Geeks. Welcome to Credence Law Learning. This video is being presented for educational purpose. In this, we are going to analyze banking law syllabus along with its expected questions unit-wise. Speaking of the banking law, as we all know, the meaning to the term banking. Banking is a financial institution that accepts deposits, provides loan, and offers other financial services. That's the meaning to the term banking. Speaking of the banking, this particular video, we're going to focus on the syllabus analysis and the expected questions. And speaking of the first unit, very important is historical background to the banking. When we talk about historical background to the banking, it was in the year 1770, First Bank of Hindustan was established in Calcutta. It used to be managed by European. Later in 1806 to 1842, three presidential banks were set up. One was in Bengal, Bombay, Madras. These three banks, Bengal, Bombay, Madras, three presidential banks combined and they became Imperial Bank. This Imperial Bank later on became State Bank of India. In this historical background, we also have very important concept called nationalization of the banks. The bank nationalization is the process where a bank owned by the private sectors will be taken into the public ownership, where the central government is going to own by purchasing majority of its stakes. This nationalization of the bank happened in two phases. First phase was in 1969, where 14 banks were nationalized. Again, in the second phase, 1980, 6 banks got nationalized. That's the nationalization process of the one part of the historical background. And students also remember, you may either get a question on historical background separately or nationalization as a 16 mark or 10 mark question. Speaking of this, so expected questions from the first unit: development, functions of the commercial bank, types of banks. State Bank of India can be asked as a short question. And then regional bank, regional one type of the bank can be asked as a short question. Speaking of the important questions, nationalization is important, historical background is important, functions of commercial banks is important. Then State Bank of India is for short note. Second unit. When we talk about second unit, in the second unit, first thing that we are going to deal with is Banking Regulation Act. Sometimes they'll ask the Banking Regulation Act of 1949 to be elaborated. Like we will be asked to write salient features of the act. So the Banking Regulation Act 1949 was established by the Parliament of India to regulate banking companies and other operations. It was enacted as a Banking Companies Act 1949 and came into force on March 16th, 1949. This act's primary purpose is to consolidate and amend the laws relating to banking, with the RBI playing the vital role for its implementation. That's the first act. It is very important. They may ask to explain the salient features of the Banking Regulation Act. In that case, we are supposed to give the holistic view to the entire act. And then we have Reserve Bank of India. It's very important. Reserve Bank of India. When we talk about Reserve Bank of India, we have an act of 1934, Reserve Bank of India 1934, which established the Reserve Bank of India as the central bank. It provides for the legal framework for RBI's operation. The functions of RBI, very important. What are the functions? First function, issue of currency notes. It is banker to the other banks. It's a banker to the government. Exchange rate management, credit control functions, supervisory functions. That's the second important concept from the second unit. And the third is to explain the features of Deposit Insurance Corporation Act of 1961, which consists of 51 sections divided into 5 chapters. This is all about second unit. So few expected questions: functions of RBI, salient features of the Banking Regulation Act of 1949, and then we have the Deposit Insurance Act to be studied in detail. This is all about the second unit. Then comes the then comes we have a third unit. Third unit, we have relationship between banker and the customer. For this, they may ask what is the definition to the term banker and the customer. We have two types of relations. One is general relation, other one is special relation. General relation or special relation can be asked as a long note question. And speaking of the expected question, we have definition to the term customer, banker, general relation, special relation between them, and precautions to be taken by the banker when opening the new account, and the what are the duties towards the banker, special types of customers, bankers lien, and the statement based question can also be asked, like bankers duty to secrecy is not absolute. What are the exemptions to this particular thing? So these are the certain expected questions. And this is just the quick information about the classes available. If you are looking for handwritten notes, classes and guidance, you can contact the number given. If you choose us, you'll be provided proper guidance, qualitative lectures, and rapid revisions near exams will be taken care of, and also will take care of the students' preparation. Along with the live sessions, you'll also be provided with the recorded sessions. So you can contact the number given to get enrolled. And speaking of the fourth unit is law relating to negotiable instrument. Now, what is negotiable instrument? Negotiable in the sense, negotiable means transferability. Transferable, something which is transferable from one person to another person in return for consideration is negotiation. Instrument means a written document which where a right is created in favor of some persons. Speaking of the negotiable instrument, three important concepts. We have three negotiable instruments: bills of exchange, promissory notes, check. Sometimes they'll ask the difference between the three. Sometimes the question will be define the term bills of exchange and explain the difference between promissory note and check. And holder in due course is important. Endorsement, types of endorsements is again important. And these are the certain expected questions. Check, types of check, endorsement, holder in due course, bills in set, important for the short note. And then fifth unit. When we talk about fifth unit is all about e-banking. E-banking, we have ATM, and then internet services, use of internet, and then kinds and merits of repayment of loans. Basically, the last unit is more of e-banking, electronic banking. So these are the certain important questions. Good lending practices to be adopted: jurisdiction, internet banking, ATM, general precautions, various e-banking services, credits, card and sound lending, principles of sound lending. This is all about the syllabus analysis and the expected questions. And if you need any guidance, you can contact to the number given. And to get the videos, you can subscribe to the channel. See you all in the next video.